works. Hello.
Magic. Ciao Almira.
Long time no see, huh?
Yeah. Who's true. How are you?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Second question. Well, for sure. Yes. Tough day, but yes,
Yeah, but summer is coming, so I feel already the good vibes all around, no? Now with the good
yes,
weather and something's opening, so there is some breathing again, no?
yes, absolutely. I think that yes, we can feel the vibration. It's totally, summer's coming, or spring, summer, yes, and the nature of the life restart, something like this. Not the
Well,
new.
the life goes through all 4 seasons, but the summer just has some types of happiness and good mood. And if the places are open, because now we got even this depression in
Yeah,
getting claustrophobic, so
but now is yes, I can feel totally. Also, I can see on the face of the people around, and your face, of course. You are always smiling.
always.
Also, you have some friends that already send good emoticons to you.
Who, where? Ah, okay. Okay.
Good.
Hello, friends.
Yes. Now we are public, and everybody can follow us.
Okay.
Now here in this live, but also after that I repost this video also in on the YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Oh God, now I go home.
everywhere about this amazing book, How to Win the Game of Life, wisdom from everybody. But tonight, the wisdom comes from Almira.
Luigino, I would say Luigino.
Almira. So Almira, the people that don't know you, can you little bit describe your amazing life?
Yes, my fantastic life. So if people don't know me, I'm Albanian. I'm Almira Emiri. I was born in Albania, but I moved to Hungary very young, so pretty early. I think we both moved to Hungary in more or less the same time. So, and I continued my life in Hungary, my studies, the music studies, in the university. I did them parallel to Hungary. I did my second university in Austria. And so multicultural all the time. And from Austria, I came back to Hungary, and I was playing all the time. I was discovering what I can arrange. So I was always very focused into multicultural cooperations. I always put so much effort to put people together, not taking many focus on their nationality, religion, or this or that. So just to combine all kinds of people. And I think if there are good people, music is the common language. What can be better than bring all these colorful things and thoughts and emotions together? So from Hungary, then recently I have moved to Berlin, and I just came back from Albania yesterday, but I am in Berlin. And is a long journey told short. I am still playing. Regardless now the pandemic that everything is closed, I'm playing at home, and my neighbors love it. And I'm looking for new opportunities. This is also a very good time for innovation, how to bring art close to the people, not only through online and through the screen, because the movement of listening to live music or watching an exhibition is that you get ready, you get prepared inside and outside. You go, you have a talk with your friends before the event, then you sit and enjoy the event. Yeah. So, and for this, you need a different state of mind. So it's not that you sit in your sofa and then from your pizza, then you go to watch a very, very interesting event that you have to be focused. So you need all the vibration of the hall, of the place. And we are born to be in social. This is the game of my kids. I don't know what happened now.
Cool.
Sorry. What
It's
should I do
cool.
with this one?
I don't know. It's your
And I
game.
don't know how to stop it.
It's cool.
And
It's great.
I don't know how many other games are starting
Surprise,
here.
surprise.
Ah, hi to the people. Wow, I never
Yes,
have
you are
done
so
this
kind. I say
before,
hello
and it's
to you.
really funny. Hi everyone. And yeah, so I'm looking for new opportunities, like what can be
Mm,
done in this situation. Is a brand new situation for all of us, and we have to find new ways. So shortly, this is how I would describe myself, but sure, there is much more to know about me. There is much more I do in one day. There is much more I do in 1 week, or
mm.
but this is also what you have seen that I have been doing for the last years. So
Yes, and but this let's say passion for music and also in some way, yes, I saw that you was able to bring together friends, people around you through your performance, but maybe performance was only the way to create community, something like this. You was able to bring together people. This kind of passion for music and this comes since when you was young, when you were a child, you had this
yeah,
kind.
it came automatically. It came very, very early. So I was more or less 4 years old. But you have to think that when I was 4 years old, I know
Mhm.
that I look very young, but it was still the dictatorial time in Albania. So it was not something that you can choose what to do. But when I was 4, I just told my parents that I would love to be a concert pianist or to be a pianist. And at that time, to say this is like, you are crazy. So you
Mhm.
better go and do something, learn in school. So my parents understood that this is a wish that comes from somewhere, and my mom always believed in my dreams. So she was like, okay, she wants to do it, I will do everything, even the impossible. I didn't have an instrument at home,
Mhm.
and my mom threw me a claviatura, in a
Mhm.
paper, and then with this paper, I was rolling this paper, and I was going to a teacher on the
Ah,
table to learn the piano. So it's
unbelievable.
so surreal.
When happened that you had this kind of, let's say, vision?
At
Something happened,
4 years old, I
but
don't
was it
remember.
your dream or was?
Yes, yes. I always said that I will become a pianist. I always said that.
Uh-huh,
It was coming from me. Maybe I saw a movie, maybe I
uh-huh.
saw something. I didn't have a musician in my family, so it was not that we had an instrument. It's very late that I got an instrument because it was so hard to have an instrument.
Mhm.
And as a kid, I was going before my school and after school to practice in school. In the instruments that they had, because I didn't have an instrument. So imagine a small kid at 6 years old is going at 5 o'clock in school to practice before the school. So I was doing so much efforts that this cannot be just a hobby. This is something that you like,
Mhm.
This is something that comes from inside. Otherwise, you wouldn't do the sacrifices, because if you like something to do, then you don't understand how much
Mhm.
sacrifices you are doing, and you are doing all the sacrifices with pleasure, like with heart and everything.
Yes, yes. Wow, means that I saw through your website that you was able to win a lot of competition. You was a little genius.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So my first competition, when I won, I earned a concert tour in Italy. That was my first time going out of Albania, and I was almost 10 years old, and I enjoyed that so much. You cannot imagine. So coming from this closed Albania that now recently was opening up, and we were able to travel abroad. And I won this concert tour. So sometimes I was more than a month in Italy and going from a city to another city. And just to give 2 concerts a day, it was like a good training, and to see all this for me was like the heaven itself. Because if you compare Albania at those days with Italy, those days doesn't matter, but Italy, it was a big difference. It was a big difference, and I really enjoyed that. I felt like going to US, like America.
Yeah, yes, it's a totally different lifestyle for sure. Italian lifestyle is totally different. In the world is special, no? That is Italian lifestyle is very, very well known everywhere. Yes, and of course, each of us we have a transformation. No, we grow up, we transform ourselves through experience. Something happened. Do you have some other stories very interesting that give you some kind of direction or let you to change some direction in your life, something important that happened, or events or person that you met?
Yeah, I have for sure a lot, but I wanted to put also the point that the transformations become also from where we live and with who we live together. And a very important point is that I'm Albanian, and that those days to be born in Albania, it gives you already a certain motivation for life and for surviving, because it was very tough to get food, it was very tough to get everything. And this you could also say that we had a very different childhood than people nowadays, you know, like we were not spoiled and we were helping parents. I was going with my mom every second day since I was 2.5 to early morning at 3 or 4 in the queue of milk and queue of bread, you know, like these things. If you make a movie, the generation now would not understand. But it's not this the important thing. It's not that people should understand or not, but this is a transformation. This makes you ready already when you are such a baby. This makes you ready for life. This gives you power and also independence, because then you know that for I'm just reading sometimes the people personality. This really makes you somehow, gives you the basis and makes you who you will become all lifelong then later. So this is a transformation. And what is very I have many important steps in my life. I think the changing the country in such an early age, to go to Hungary, that I didn't speak Hungarian, I didn't know the mentality, I didn't know people, I didn't know this food. It was all different, and I just come here and never came to my mind to go back. So I found a very good teacher, and I had my plan that I want to make these competitions, I want to learn. For me, the goal was not to become the best in the world. For me, the goal was to become better than myself. So to put out the maximum that I can. And this is a very, very strong step, because I said, okay, I asked my parents, so it's not that my parents sent me. They did support, although I think it's very, very difficult for parents to support in such an early age the kid and their wishes. Until coming to Hungary, they were coming with me because I was doing some competitions, some concerts, and they were always very, very supportive next to me. And then I came to Hungary, and it was very difficult. So I think that is a very important milestone. And through these difficulties, then you get to know much better yourself, because you are relied on yourself. And you, as a kid, so I was 12 years old. As a kid, then you are relied on yourself. So you don't have your parents. You are not doing, I don't know, stupid things, because you are the parent for yourself, and you are more carefully. And then you grow up a bit earlier than others, for example. Or I got more attached to people than before. So I still have the same friends from that time, and we still have these calls now, and we meet all together, because you connect much stronger with people, then you become much more social. Because you understand that although the beginning through the language difficulties, it was a horror for me, this language, you know very good how Hungarian language is. But after a year, I could speak Hungarian, and I was proud. So I could write, I could speak, I could understand the way of thinking, and I felt very well. I had difficulties also being in such an artistic life that is always better if you are a niece of somebody, a daughter of someone. I had nobody, so I came to a country that is based on art and culture, is such a strong environment, and you have to survive alone without saying who you are. You just say, Almira. If you let me in, you let me in. If you don't let me in, is hard. So you have to do everything yourself, and to be proud of yourself. And this goes very well if you are very social and you have a good communication with people. So I am very proud that I could keep most of the people of my life still until today.
Means for you is very, you think that it's very important communication, how you communicate yourself, how you are, let's say, transparent, no? You need to be yourself.
What do you mean by transparent? No, you are yourself anyway, but you don't have to be, you are yourself, you are straight. And by communication, I don't mean this one. By communication, I mean to be near to the people, to ask them how are they? I mean, the main questions we don't put to each other. We just go and, oh, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, now is this, now is that. But we just don't ask each other like, oh, how are you? How was your past? Exactly this what we are doing now.
Yeah, empathy. No, yes, due to
empathy, yes.
The same frequency, and to understand the other, no? To be open, first to listen the other, you know, and to understand each other. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Yes. Let's talk about the metaphor of the book. You know, the metaphor of the book, life is a book. There is different, until now, imagine that your life is a book. There is different chapters. Let's say 3 chapters. Can you give the title of these 3 chapters of your life until now? The first, the second, the third chapter?
Well, the first chapter would be, as I said, until Hungary. I would call it surviving through your dreams. The first chapter, because it really was focused on my dream and how I managed everything. But I was a very happy child, and I loved my life and at that time. And if I remember now back, so I would always go back and I would never change it. So it's really had difficulties, but it was a beautiful time. The second, good questions you have, Luigi. What happened?
It's strange for me from my side, I know.
The second part is very interesting. Is okay, tough.
Be honest,
task,
open. You know, is the moment that
tough task, because there is so many things that I don't know which angle how to frame it together. 3 chapters.
Something that the people can. Maybe nobody knows this. You know, some secrets. You know, from this perspective. You know, from inside.
Chapter title can be a secret.
Yeah. Maybe, come on, you buy a book because you want to know something new. You know, it's if
good questions. Second chapter: living, laughing, loving.
Wow.
More or less this.
3L, no, the 3L.
Yeah. L.
Good, Luigino. It's good. I carry for sure. And the third, now let's say in this period of.
Yes, I'm thinking about. Interesting. Can we skip this and I will come back later, because this needs some time. I cannot just answer.
You know, if you ask me, I can do everything from
for me.
Yes.
I hope.
Let's jump in one more difficult question. I give you now. I tell you 3 keywords. Okay. Let me. Tell us what comes in your mind, no? With the first, the second, third keyword. The first is very easy for you. The first keyword is culture.
Oh, culture. What comes in my mind?
Yes, if I say culture, what comes in your mind?
Yeah, it's an open mind, open word, is a colorful word, because culture is is a quality, culture can be anything. So I love to have a conversation with people who know how to talk. I love it, who are cultured in their way of talking or describing things, or writers, or so it's a new word. It's a white word. Can be music, can be actually everything can be done with culture much better than with less culture. Or
means culture is very important for the, let's
it's
say,
a quality. It's a
yeah.
quality of everything. If we do it with culture, because in culture I just don't put only movie, ballet, opera. In culture, as a word, cultured people. Culture is a wide definition.
Maybe is the basement of our with who we are. No, there's something that, because we are in some way plasmato, no, is we are created through the culture, no, that we receive in the environment where we grow up, no.
What is culture for you, Luigi? No?
You see, now you like to be the journalist. You want to change the side.
No, just to have a conversation on this topic now.
Yes, no, but for me, culture, is something like, okay, all the generation before us, okay, they create a pattern of idea, okay, about the life, okay, means that we, like human, we can evolve, or we was able to evolve through this kind of legacy that one generation after another generation bring forward, okay, the information, the structure, the idea, the structural information that let the next generation to grow and to live in more in harmony, okay. Means the culture for me is the basement of the structure, okay, of the wisdom, of the information that can become legacy to the other generation. Because imagine that if you born, okay, in the middle of the jungle without nobody, maybe like Tarzan, you have the monkey, that teach you how to eat the banana, okay. You remain there, okay, and you jump from one tree to another tree, and that's all, okay. We make the difference, okay. We live in another situation, that one generation can transmit good content, quality information to the next generation, potentially, to let the humanity to have a good evolution. For me, culture is everything that can permit this kind of this structural information that permitted a good positive evolution of the
Yeah, it's about quality. So you are also talking about the same thing. I don't think that in every generation we are going forward in everything, because in some things we are going back. But I do also think that to get further, maybe we need to take one or two steps back and then to have the big jump. But if we see classical culture or arts, we did have really amazing people and amazing things, from the pyramids, how they built it, from paintings, from sculptures, from music, what was written. So
look in Italy, the period of the Renaissance, how much let's say ability of the human ability was put there, in any kind of art, and this is something that give us the possibility to receive. We can use this if we decide to use. Otherwise, there is this kind of not evolution, but the evolution, something like this. Means that yes, culture is very important, absolutely, and you are a good ambassador of culture in the world.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We come to the second word, and the second word is time.
Oh, wow. Yes, that is important. For you too, no?
For me, time, but the question is for you. For me, time can be an illusion, but for you, I think, what you think for your perspective, you know?
What I think about time, if it, do you read my messages in the meantime or not? Because I don't know.
No.
Okay, then tell me, because here is coming like.
No, I can see only friends that they are enter inside. Yeah.
Okay. Look, time is what we think time is. So in the meantime that we think we don't have time for things and we miss things and we don't have quality life, cultured life because of lack of time. So it's a bit depending on how we think about things. And I always have been the person that I have time, especially for the things that I want to do. I always have time. So even if it's a bit less than what I could do or what somebody else could do, okay, I have enough things to do, so I don't complain. I'm doing also a lot of things, but time is it's just an element of how we frame the things. It's given that morning starts when it starts and evening ends when it ends. This period is done, but time, what we can do here or what we can do in 1 year or what we can do in 10 years, that time matters. And sometimes people who fill up this time with heart, and by heart I mean to do what you love and also to meet with people who you like, so not to put with different things that you just have to do but you don't really enjoy. So you can use it much better, and you can really you can live 1 year as if maybe somebody else is living 10 years, because you are, or at least you feel like that. I do feel like that I'm doing so much, although I'm maybe not doing that much, but I fulfill the needs of my heart. And yeah, for me, time is quite relative. It's not that.
But let me ask you, now, for example, because time and priority is very important. For example, now in your life, let's say the first, what is your priority now? That you know that for you is where you invest more time, that you enjoy to invest time.
Where I invest my time mostly is my kids. So
Yes.
it's elementary. It's also that they need me.
First is your kids. This is the first. That you put 90% of your time is there, no?
Look, because of pandemic, we are all together here. So my kids are around me, and they are small still. So I have to help them in everything. They need my help, and in my heart, they are 110%.
And second, let's say.
So second is the family, and third, I would say piano and music, and next to piano music, what I'm doing myself, I'm also organizing exactly based on this topic, what we talked before, that I would like to have different cultures in one festival, and I'm working now on this thing with 3 different projects to put together a team, to have a different arts to have in the same stage, to bring together different artists like musicians, writers, actors, regisseurs, directors, movie directors, dancers.
That's good. After this come the third word, no? The third is challenge. What comes in your mind when I say challenge?
Oh, challenge. The whole life is a big challenge, no?
Yes, I can see that.
Oh, what a question, my Luigi.
And that,
how much time did you take to prepare for
life? Yes, true.
Challenge. Yes, I love this word because this makes you to to get out of your limits, the challenge. So if you're a person that you like to challenge yourself or you like challenges, then this creates you a very good to go out of the limits. If you are not this type of person, then the challenge maybe is not, it doesn't bring you positive feedback. But I like this word. I like to put things a bit higher than what I can and to reach it or to be around it. And then I just see myself going further. So I do like it in different ways. So not only for my profession I'm talking now, I'm talking about everything that is around me.
Means we can say that only through challenge we can discover the real self. Is true?
Not only. Why only? Why? People who don't like challenge, they cannot discover their real truth?
What you without challenge, and you remain in your comfort zone?
Depends. No, this depends what type of person you are, I think. No. I think this depends what type of person you are.
Yeah, but
some people, they are happy with themselves just staying in the comfort zone.
How you can discover your potentiality if you don't put yourself out of the comfort zone?
Maybe there are people who can do that. I don't know. I'm a challenging person, so I like the challenge. But I see people who really understand themselves and they don't like challenges. It can happen, Luigi,
You think so? I need to write down also this. I learned something new tonight. You can remain on your comfort zone in the status quo, and you find yourself potentially.
Some people, no, if you are this type of person, then you can. Believe me, you can. You can.
In your mind comes some. You have in your mind some. You have the idea of somebody that.
Yes. I have clear examples in my mind, and I see that they understand themselves like this, and you cannot even push them because they would not discover themselves, but they would just get depressed or they cannot manage this. So it depends on your type of.
Yeah, but how you can discover your limits if you don't try?
Yeah, maybe not everybody needs the limits to understand who they are.
And what means for you understand who you are?
Yeah, you can just sit as a Buddhist in a room all life long, and then the Buddhists understand themselves better than
but it's a challenge to be there too also.
No, okay, what do you call challenge now? To sit in the room and to meditate from morning to evening? Yes, sure, they also challenge themselves.
It's not easy.
Yeah, psychologically, emotionally, they also challenge themselves. But this is just an example that to make you know that you can stay in the comfort zone, and that is also.
Believe me, in this topic, next time when you come in Budapest, we can spend all the night, minimum one night, to talk about this. Because I say that I don't agree with you in this.
But I don't want you to agree with me in anything.
I know. I like to have something to fix. Means that we need to fix this because really
But you cannot accept it that we have two different opinions.
No, I like to see from other perspective. This is the reason why I need to understand better, because I always had in my mind that you can find your way, doing something, but if you need to do something, you need to take action in some direction. And this you need to move out of your comfort zone, little bit every day, but you need to do something. If you remain inside your bubble, and you're there.
I think I don't believe this, because if you see philosophers or artists, they really did a huge recognizing of themselves just by not doing much and just staying close by other people and just focusing in their thoughts. And you can achieve a lot if you are just kept in this silence of mind and calm. Really, I don't think that you have to be
in deep connection with the
I love to meditate, but I cannot do it always because my thoughts are so tick, 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 tick.
Means that no, at the moment, no, not too much, no.
At the moment, not at all. I have two crying kids.
Okay.
Where should I go to meditate?
Yeah, yes, it's true because you are super active. Yeah, not easy. It's true.
We can change. 1 week you come here and I go to your
No,
home
no, no, no,
and
no,
I
no.
I live your
No,
life and
you know,
I would meditate through. Believe me.
Yeah, I understand this can be another good challenge for sure. Let's
put you out of your comfort zone.
Yes, this is big challenge. It can be a big challenge, huge challenge. Yes. And another question in the middle of this paper full of questions, this one, yes, how you are able to motivate yourself every day.
I don't give any extra motivation to myself. I just have, by putting goals for myself. So I take the calendar, I see the whole year. I start from the back always. December, for December I want this, for October I want this, for August I want this. I go backwards and then I say, oh my God, I don't have enough time. So then I start to motivate myself.
Yeah.
Because if you just start it now and you will see on the way how things will happen, you don't have much time.
You need to run.
We'll come back to time.
Yes. First, just do it, no? Run and everything come automatically. Yes. Good. Means that I like this. I told you the metaphor of the time machine.
Time machine, yes.
Time machine. Okay, you have the.
We always come back to time. You see, again.
Because we live in the space time. You know,
what do you mean by space time?
Our reality is the name of our reality is space time. No, we move in space and we move in time. Our body, you know, is in this playground, no, full of rules. Okay, set of rules that we need to play in this playground. Our body can't fly, but can walk. There is the gravity. There is you need to go from one point to another. You need time. You know, there is some rules. No, this playground.
There is a system where we are born to. Yes, there is a certain system.
And is a bipolar system. No, that is a bipolar means that everything is in two states. No, there is life and death. There is the light and darkness. There is the positive and negative. You know, the action and reaction.
You see this as two things? I see it as one thing. So
yeah, because there is two parts that complete yin and yang. No, they completing self. No, one exists because there is the other one.
Yes,
means that we play. Everything happen, you know, because this system where our body play, this avatar play, is have this kind of rules. And yes, let's break one rule, the rule of time, that we think that time is only going one direction.
Backwards.
But maybe, who knows, in the future, the science or something, or through other ways, let's imagine that you have this time machine and you have this time machine and you are able to jump back to you when you was 10 years old, there, you know, fighting with life, and you want to give to yourself, to you when at 10 years old, a gift. Is a message. Which message? What do you say?
When I was 10 years old, oh, that's a good time. Wow, your questions.
It's good. Huh?
So, keep your dreams and live your dreams. It's not that I would have changed anything. It's just that I would have encouraged myself. If in case I had some question marks, I would just have I would have encouraged myself more.
But maybe happen. Do you remember that maybe when you was 10, you met a lady that
I am not yet a lady.
Yeah, a woman, okay, that told you this, keep your dreams, fight for your dreams. Yeah.
No, I had many people in this time telling me all the time this, and
maybe something happened really with the time machine, I think.
You also have the opposite, the people telling you, don't do this, you are not good for this. And if you are focusing what you do, you don't listen this part of the people. And you are focused more to the people who are encouraging you. And I had amazing people. So if you are also asking that what is changing us in our life, especially the people around us who are teaching us, who are with us, or we just change a conversation, or they just give you some advices, is incredible how we can live this life in many different ways. And I love my life.
You love your life. Means
Yes.
Now the last question, because I don't want to stall all night from, and imagine that you have infinite resource and infinite time. Okay.
Oh wow.
What you do
with this?
Infinite time, infinite resource. From tomorrow, what you do?
Exactly what I'm doing now.
Wow, Almira, you are excited. What I can say. I understand that. Really, you do the same.
Yes, I would do exactly the same.
Cool. Now you have a big challenge, because you have 2 kids that you need to transmit a lot of wisdom.
Sorry, this game is starting again. I will introduce you to the abracadabra man.
Abracadabra. Abracadabra.
Sorry.
No.
Ma si muove, guarda.
Wow.
Si muove.
But by voice, you say something.
No, listen, no, I don't know. I don't know. Is a ghost here with us? I don't know.
Yes,
It's
maybe,
so funny that it starts and it says abracadabra.
Maybe there is a ghost in that room, in your room. It's wow. But yet also a connection through this live interview with another dimension. It's cool.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we are also talking to ourselves later,
Exactly. This is a message that us from the future call us,
yes.
And us now.
So they tell us abracadabra, you can wish whatever you want.
Yes. Good. Almira, what amazing interview, and
thank you.
Yes, Instagram live together, is yes, we need to repeat in another way, maybe in the square, with the Basilica Square, with
at our place.
You a glass of wine, me a glass of water, because I don't drink anymore wine. But yes.
So you are selling it very good yourself. You're a good boy.
No. I can. If somebody
say at least with 2 glasses of wine, people don't have to know that you are drinking just water.
No, I have other vice. No,
It's fun. I love our meetings at Basilica and with all our friends and just gathering together. But let's do also once only you and me, and we talk about these topics. Sure. Because I also would like to ask you a few things, why you think differently, or why your experiences are bringing you to this.
Absolutely. And
it was a pleasure.
I'm an open book. Say hello to the ghost.
Oh, God. It's moving.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Ciao, ghost.
Ciao, ghost. And there is no button to stop it,
Yeah, maybe you need to push.
No, because then it starts. So
Okay, Almira.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Grazie,
Enjoy
Vittorio.
life. Big kiss
Thank
for
you.
you.
You too, huh?
Let's see
Stay
you soon.
healthy. Stay
You too.
healthy.
Bacione. Ciao.
Bacione. Ciao.